Giftstorm and Infect. Infect, you know, I like this deck. Aaron's one of the few steadfasts who still pilots it. I mean, the printing of Fatal Push was really just hurt this deck.
Yeah, just the toughness agnostic 1-mana removal spell.
But on the play, this is a scary start. Turn 1 Glistener Elf for Barich, and Berkenbile is casting Serum Visions. That does not feel good from the Storm player.
Turn 1 Glistener Elf. This is how you set up a turn 2 win.
Turn 2 start. You do have mutagenic double pump spell does turn 2 win with Infect.
Barich looks a little long on additional threats, though.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, though, he generally puts 5 poison on the table. We see Might of Old Krosa. Actually, no, Groundswell. He showed them both, though, so Sam's dead next turn if he can't answer. Puts 5 poison onto Sam, says go. So if you're in Sam's spot, yes, you should
well, you can
care.
You can like grape shot the Glistener Elf, right?
Well, the problem is that with just a land next turn, you have Activate Inkmoth, Might of Old Krosa kill you.
Exactly. Because Aaron did the take back, it feels like he does not have the land for the Groundswell next turn, and he has to draw that.
Yeah. Here's Baral, says, okay, don't draw land, please. Glistener Elf swings, he'll block.
That's a good block.
All right, Mutagenic Growth it. Kill your Baral. Fair. Here's Glistener Elf. He's going to Might that next turn. Goes over to Sam.
Blighted Agent,
Grape
rather.
Shot. He needs a He needs a Grape Shot to survive here.
You got to kill these creatures or you are dead.
Yeah. Another Baral says go.
Could have Remand.
Might of Old Krosa. Yeah, he could Remand. And Manamorphose.
Could Manamorphose into Remand.
Draws. Nope, doesn't have it. Game 1 to Aaron.
Nearly 2 minutes of game underway here. Aaron takes a quick one. This is the kind of match, it's going to have a lot of really fast games. Both players are just racing. And in sideboard, there's some light interaction that they're going to have here that they're going to bring to the table.
Okay. We don't have this. We're getting the sideboards ready for screen right now, but let's talk through it. I do want to look at Sam's side. So, okay. Sometimes he's going to be slower, and he's going to have to do something about that. His sideboard is a Dispel, 2 Giga Drowse, a Lightning Bolt, that would bring him up to 3, 2 Shattering Spree, an Echoing Truth, 2 Thing in the Ice, 4 Pieces of the Puzzle, a White Boy, and an Empty the Warrens. So some players have gone toward Pyromancer Ascension as their alternate win con. Sam's is Thing in the Ice, which might actually be better here.
Yeah, Thing in the Ice is reasonable. If you can get it set up, you can reset all the creatures there, and it's a pretty reasonable clock on its own, especially when you want to bring in a bunch of interactive spells. You have a Dispel, which can fight over pump spells and buy you time. If you have a turn 3 kill plus Dispel, you probably will win that game.
Yeah, Dispel seems pretty good in the matchup.
The Lightning Bolt, that's just going to fight over the creatures. Echoing Truth can fight over everything but Inkmoth Nexus, so that one's pretty good as well.
Do you empty in this matchup? I'm not sure.
It increases the things that you can do that have a payoff on turn 3, but you're still just dead to Inkmoth and Blighted Agent. I don't think it's going to be good enough often enough.
Yeah, now on Aaron's side, he has 2 Relic of Progenitus. I like those.
Yes.
A Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, let's start there. 2 Dissenter's Deliverance, a Dispel, a Dismember, 2 Viridian Corruptor, 2 Nature's Claim, and 4 Kitchen Finks. So we have these anti-graveyard artifacts, but is there much else? I mean, Aaron might be ahead already.
You can make arguments for both Dispel and Dismember. You're playing against a Ritual Gifts on given deck, so Dispel's pretty good. Keeping the mana creatures off the table should convert into game wins, so the Dismember is fine.
Okay. On the draw, so on the play, I think Aaron can assume he'll be the faster deck. On the draw, can he make that assumption, or no? He might be on the defense.
Changes things a little bit. If you're expecting the Giftstorm deck to be 1-for-1ing you very aggressively, you could even reach for the Kitchen Finks plan.
Huh. And that's interesting. If you see that, then you might get pieces of the puzzle on Sam's side, and who knows what happens.
Yeah, things could get weird.
All right. Well, they're getting ready for a second game here. Now, with Star City Games, if you haven't had a chance to check out our weekly sale, it's everything on sale every week on the SCG store. This week we've been doing our 5 and 10 sale. So what that means, we've been taking some select cards and dropping them down to either $5 or $10, depending on where they started. You can pick up a lot of these good staples. That's been started last week, and it will go all the way through Sunday. So head on over to check out the things on sale. And remember, you have to do it before the end of Sunday, because on Monday morning we start next week's sale.
As a fan of Unhinged Island, I'm going to tell you that $10, that's what they call a deal.
Yeah. I like those ones, but I'd whiteboard them if I got them, which probably means I shouldn't buy them.
Yes. As a matter of fact, people that own them should put them nowhere near you.
I mean, they're nice, though. I like the art on them. That's true. like sun bleach them. A lot of, you know.
A lot of ways to ruin them.
Absolutely. That was what I was getting at. Glad you see it.
You could fold origami with them.
No, then they're not tournament legal.
Well, that is unfortunate.
I want to play them in tournaments. No, it's just got to style them up a bit.
Style is an interesting choice of words for what you do.
Yeah, let people know these are your cards, you know?
You ever consider just signing all your own cards?
That's kind of neat. I like that.
I do.
I hadn't thought about it, but that could be good.
You remember those old World Championship decks where they would have like the glossed over signature from the player that played them? Yeah, those were cool.
Turn 1, Opt from Sam. Opting main phase. That's some respect to Spell Pierces and Dispels. Scries to the bottom. Gets another basic island. That's kind of whatever.
Yeah, land drops in this matchup. Sometimes they matter. This is not one of those places.
I want 2, and then no, maybe
you
3.
You want a third.
Turn 1, Noble Hierarch from Barich.
The third enables you to play mana creature and combo the same turn.
Ooh, land in another land. Here's Spire Bluff Canal, Goblin Electromancer. Mentioned it before, the fact that Infect can't kill a 2-drop.
Barich is going to want to Dismember or a few counter spells.
Yeah, I guess with some Dispel, he might be able to fight through the turn 3. Here is Glistener Elf and Grafdigger's Cage as he passes. It's good, not great.
Yeah, Cage covers some things, though. Storm is capable of comboing without using the graveyard.
Do you think in this match that Sam switches Gifts Ungiven for pieces of the puzzle just because they're cheaper?
There's certainly an argument for that. I'd buy it.
Yeah. Third land from Sam. He has a Dispel and Remand in his hand. Swings at the Goblin. Sure. Aaron can block and Mutagenic Growth here. Or he could Mutagenic Growth and block. It's still a little much. Right? Like,
yeah,
there's no reason.
If Sam does not have a combo rolled up or a good hand to start going, he's trying to get a block so that he can Lightning Bolt the Glistener Elf.
All right, well, he gets it. Here's before blocks Mutagenic Growth on Glistener Elf. If it's going to be Dispelled, he wants to know now.
Yeah, it looks like Sam has Dispel, does not have Lightning Bolt.
This was a good play on Aaron's side, or maybe a risky play, but it paid off. So now that the Mutagenic's countered, he says no blocks.
Mm-hmm. And now Sam doesn't have a blocker for the Glistener Elf.
Yeah, Remand drawn for Barich. Now, can't really cast any of his stuff. He's going to swing, and he'll Exalt that Glistener Elf. Boom, got a square. Now, Ryan, I'm alive for a win. If a Bloodbraid Elf cascades into a spell with Cascade, I gotcha.
Oh, no.
Aaron tries for Blighted Agent, but that's hit with a Remand from Sam. Sam's at 2 poison.
And now Barich is tapped out. Sam's hand does have a few rituals already, though. Looks like he does not have ways to generate card advantage, no way to dig for some combo things.
He's got a lot of rituals, it looks like. 3 Desperates and a blue card and a land.
I think Gigadrouse is the blue card.
That'll buy him a turn. Shivan Reef's the play here.
Well, the thing about that is Barich has been hanging on to a Blossoming Defense.
That's like the Aaron Barich Invitational card.
Yeah. He generally does not play decks that don't play this card.
Since it's been printed, I don't know. Yeah, he's just played it every tournament I've covered him, and I think just straight up. I can't come to mind with a deck that didn't play it.
Yeah, standard, modern, legacy, doesn't matter.
Glistener Elf again, swings over, exalts to a 4 for 2. 4 poison, now put on Sam. He'll go for that Blighted Agent again. Sam says resolves. And right now, Sam's hand has just been a bust up as he draws a mountain. He may have one more turn to try to hit something real. And when he hits it, he'll win. Sam's hand is the kind of thing which you have to keep, and it just didn't make.
Mm-hmm. I'm a bit skeptical of Gigadrouse in the matchup.
I agree.
I understand why you would reach for it. This is a matchup where your opponent...
It is a blue deck.
Yes, exactly. Barich is going to have Spell Pierces. He's going to have Dispel, probably. So you get to protect for that thing. Yeah, don't know what Sam has in his sideboard over it. You know, But a lot of the cards in his deck are much better draws.
Right.
Any cantrip and certainly any of the high impact draw spells, pieces or gifts would be excellent over that.
I mean, he can use it as a fog here, and he can try to, but that's about the best he's got. I guess that even that might not work.
Barich has 2 creatures, which is, you know, if you attack with 1 or you attack with 2, it's the same because of the Noble Hierarch, and if he just protects 1 with Blossoming Defense, then he just gets to get in.
He has Defense Groundswell, so if Sam tries to Giga Drowse it, he can defense it, Groundswell it, even without the land drop, that's fine. And then attack and exalt 6.
Yep.
He's got Aaron down to 9.
And
with these attacks, but
if you've never watched Aaron Barich play a game of Magic the Gathering, he pretty much always goes for it.
Yeah. He's not one to walk it in. If he thinks he's good at sensing opportunity, good at figuring out when opponents don't have something. When they don't, he shoves. And you see upkeep, Sam's going to go for this Giga Drowse, and that's going to kill him. And Aaron knows it, right? You saw him point those forward, and he's like, oh, I got you now.
Oh, so you mean I get to kill you?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is...
I will attempt to resolve this Blossoming Defense.
Response, Blossoming Defense, my Blighted Agent. Okay. Groundswell, my Blighted Agent. It's a 5/5. It's going to exalt. Now everything's tapped. Draw it. Exalts up to 6. Swing. Kill you.
You got nothing.
Handshake. Aaron Barich takes the win at 7-1. He is on to day 2.
It's a fast affair, but yeah, this matchup, it looks pretty reasonable for Infect.